Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back after a very long weekend of holiday and enjoyment. I hope you're right now eager to start the studies again. Okay, so today, yes, good afternoon. Yes, Avni, I'm so happy. Avni is always the first person to wish me. Yes, Nithishri, Preeti, then Sakshi, Anuj, yes, good afternoon, Namaste, Nancy, Anagha. Yes, Hitesh, a very sweet afternoon to you too. Priyanka, good afternoon. Renuka, yes, thank you for the emojis. Yes, very good. Welcome. So today we're going to talk about, today is a part of the differentiation and integration chapter. So first today we are going to talk about differentiation. Okay. Yes, Vinod, Kritika, Dheeraj, Kinjal, Vivkesh, Hinal, Manthan, a very good afternoon to all of you. Yes. Uh, Many times, students say कि नहीं हम तो उसको option में रखेंगे. We are not going to do this chapter. But actually, if a very easy sum comes, then you regret it. You feel, Ari, this was something I could have done and I did not do. So instead of that, let us first try to understand. Okay. So keep an open mind, try to learn it, and then try to understand it. And then if you still feel, then practice sometime. And if you still don't feel, then we can take a decision. But right now, be with me 100%. I can assure you it's a very interesting chapter. Okay. Yes, Anil, Aditya, Prince. Oh, come on. Yes, welcome, Prince, to the first class. No problem at all. All the videos are available. You can watch anytime. Okay, Shashikant, Aditya. Okay, Aditya is also first class of chapter 8. Okay. Mohammed, yes, Venus. Okay. Sunil, Sunny, and Preeti, yes, I'm fine. I hope all of you are also good. And if you're in the north, I hope you're taking care with the cold. Okay. Yeah. So, what is differentiation? Differentiation is a powerful tool, okay, that allows us to understand and quantify change. Okay. So, what is important in differentiation is where there is a change, whether or not there is a change, and what type of change it is, we are trying to understand that through differentiation in various real world scenarios. Okay, its applications are widespread, influencing fields such as science, engineering to economics and medicine. Okay, so even though right now you may feel because the syllabus for us is very limited. Otherwise, differentiation, integration, as you know, and those of you who are doing maths as a full subject, or those who have brothers and sisters who are doing maths in with science background, they will understand that this is a very vast topic. But we have simplified it. We don't have trigonometrics. Okay, so some of you may have old study material. Please remember the trigonometric functions, their differentiation, etc., is not there in your syllabus. Okay. Shashikant, it was your first live class because of delay in registration. Oh, no matter. It's good that you've joined now. There I durust hai. Okay. Mukesh, you have to like send the email. Okay. Yes, Sheetal, very good afternoon. Okay. So now you will say, ki, see, it's okay that it is used in engineering, medicine. But what about our students? Is it useful to us also? Yes. So suppose like you and your friends are wanting to go for a movie, but you want a movie which has 5-star rating, 4-star at least. Okay, for the movie. So you want to see a very good movie, and also you would want to know what is happening. Okay, sometimes a rating is given, And because if it depends on which platform rating you are seeing, sometimes the ratings are also not like not reflecting the true picture. Then what happens? So what you want to do is you want to not only see the rating, but you want to see what is the change in the rating. Okay, through a period of time. Okay, so some movie may get a very big rating, and then afterwards, more and more people, when they start seeing, they say, "Oh, this is not a good movie." You don't want to spend money on going and seeing such a movie. You want to see a movie. Maybe its rating also was okay, average, but its popularity is big. So how do I find out? That I can find out using differentiation. Okay, so these are the applications that are actually taking place. Okay. So by finding the derivative of user rating, finding the derivative of user rating with respect to time for each movie, you can identify movies which are currently gaining or currently losing. Okay. The second is also if you're using apps like Book My Show, that type of apps, then the recommendation they give for what you see, or even, now like most of us watch these apps like Sony Live, Z5, or those types of apps. So, what are the recommendations that they give? They will see what are your preferences, and then they will use algorithms, and then they will give you the genre that you like to see. Na? Some of us like to see thriller movies, some of us like to see action movies, like the latest release, Fighter, Beekeeper, so some of you may want to see those type of movies, and some of you may want to see mystery, maybe a mystery movie. So those recommendations are also given by the algorithm. And what does the algorithm do? It is the basic of all this is differentiation. Okay, I hope you've understood. क्वांटिफाई चेंज माने क्या होता है साक्षी? मतलब हमें कितना चेंज हुआ है, कितना बदल हुआ है, उसको हमें बताना है। जैसे हम बोलेंगे ना कि मेरी थोड़ी पढ़ाई हुई, तो फिर आपकी मम्मी क्या बोलेंगी, कितने चैप्टर हुए, है ना? तो उसको जब आप बताते हो कि मेरे 10 में से 4 चैप्टर हुए या 5 चैप्टर हुए, तो उसको क्वांटिफिकेशन बोलते हैं। मतलब जहां से सामने वालों को अंदाजा, थोड़ा सा कॉन्क्रीट अंदाजा आ जाए, थोड़ा सा अच्छे से अंदाजा आ जाए कि क्या हो रहा है चेंज। अगर मैं बोलती हूँ कि चेंज हो रहा है या मेरे मार्क्स बढ़ गए, अगर मैं बोलती हूँ मेरे मार्क्स बढ़ गए और एक्चुअल में मेरे पहले 63 थे, अब 64 हो गए, उसको बहुत बड़ा चेंज नहीं बोलेंगे ना, 100 में से अगर वो होंगे। अगर मैं बोलूं मेरा 20% मार्क्स इंक्रीज हुआ है, तो उसको हम चेंज ज्यादा अच्छे से बता सकेंगे, तो समझ में भी आता है, तो उसको क्वांटिफिकेशन ऑफ चेंज बोलते हैं। यस अंजलि, गुड आफ्टरनून, या थैंक यू सो मच फॉर द इमोजीज। वीनस कुछ नहीं, मैं हिंदी में भी बात करती हूँ, इंग्लिश में भी बात करती हूँ। आप धीरे धीरे समझ जाएंगे, आपके अभी नए नए आए हैं ना, तो किसी भी टीचर से एडजस्ट होने में एक आध लेक्चर लग जाता है, तो आप बिल्कुल चिंता ना करें। और आपको तभी भी लगे ना, तो बाद में वापस से आप यूट्यूब पे यही वाला वीडियो आईसीआई ट्यूब पे दिखता है आपको, वो देख सकते हैं। उसके नीचे आप क्वेश्चंस डाल दीजिए, आप हिंदी में भी डाल दीजिए, मैं वहां जाके आपको आंसर कर दूंगी। हाँ, ये सब बच्चों के लिए है। आपको जो भी अड़चन आती है, अगर आप वीडियो बाद में देखते हैं वापस और आपको कुछ भी अड़चन आती है, वहां पे कमेंट सेक्शन में लिख दीजिए, कोई ना कोई आपको आंसर कर देगा। Yes, Anand Sahu, ads based on activity, that is also very good. Yes, Lakshmi, good afternoon. Yes, Tanish, welcome. Sachidanand. Yes, Manthan, distance and speed, algorithm program जैसा होता है कंप्यूटर्स का। हाँ, कर दिए समीर। Elasticity of demand, yes, Pallavi, Manthan, Venus, yes, welcome Venus. समीर, आपको अगर हिंदी नहीं भी आती है तो कोई दिक्कत नहीं है ना, आप वहां पे देख रहे हैं अभी मूवी। मूवी वर्ड तो हम लोग हिंदी में भी यूज करते हैं, इंग्लिश में भी यूज करते हैं ना, तो उसमें कुछ ज्यादा अड़चन नहीं आएगी। अगर फिर भी आपको कुछ लगता है, तो आप जैसे अभी आपने डाला वैसे डाल दीजिए, तो आपको हिंदी में भी रिपीट कर देंगे। वैसे मैं सब सब जो इम्पोर्टेंट चीजें हैं वो हिंदी में रिपीट हो ही जाती है, लेकिन अगर मैं दोनों लैंग्वेजेस में बोलती रहूंगी, तो दिक्कत क्या आएगी, अपना सिलेबस नहीं खत्म होता है। Yes, Anya is saying timetable has come out. Yes, very good. Yes, Hinal, excited today? Yes, very good. Okay. So what we are trying to say is the main thing is understanding is it is used to quantify change. What is the change that is happening, and then we would try to do it. So in this, what is happening is, for example, like how is the population for an area changing, for a city changing? Like if you see Delhi, old Delhi, new Delhi now, there is a lot of change in population. So that is a problem. Then if you see that a lot of years ago, Gurgaon was nothing. It was a small village, and now Gurgaon and Delhi, like the demarcation is nearly not there now. It's becoming now one and one, so it's spreading out. So what does it mean? So why should it affect us? Okay, but no, how the population in a particular city is increasing, that is very important from the point of view of the planners of the city. So if the population is increasing or decreasing, it is crucial for city planners, economists, and policy makers to make informed decisions about resources and infrastructure. So what happens? How many roads do we need? We need wider roads. किसी भी जगह का जो है पॉपुलेशन है, जो वहाँ की जो जनसंख्या है वो कम हो रही है, ज्यादा हो रही है सपोज, तो वहां पे हमें क्या करना होगा? हमें पानी की व्यवस्था ज्यादा करनी होगी, हमें स्ट्रीट लाइट्स लगाने पड़ेंगे, हमें और जगह मतलब वहां पे घर बनाने के लिए और जगह देनी पड़ेगी। तो ये सब जो है सरकार जो करती है, वो कैसे करती है कि वो ये देखती है कि पॉपुलेशन का चेंज कितना हो रहा है, धीरे धीरे बढ़ रहा है या एकदम से एक्सप्लोड हो रहा है। तो उसके लिए डिफरेंशिएशन यूज करते हैं। ओके, so importance optimization, it is used to find the maxima and minima values of functions. This can be small theory questions. It is applied in business to maximize profit or minimize cost. So any business that you have, what is the main aim of any business is to reduce the cost and increase the profit. For that also you can use differentiation. And physics and engineering, you use it to understand motions, forces, energy. Like somebody was talking, I think Manthan was talking about distance and speed, so even that. Then medical also, what is the growth of the tumor or cancer, to understand that and how the medicine is acting. So what is the like dosage of the medicine that should be given? So all this also apply differentiation. Economics also, as somebody talked about elasticity, Manthan again, I think. Yeah. So demand, supply, revenue, cost functions, those also. Vanya, these notes are all taken from your study material. I've just compiled it over here. Otherwise, a PDF has already been uploaded, so you can see from there also. Okay. So if you have a function that describes a relationship between two variables, so for differentiation, what is important is, now we're coming to how to actually solve the sums. It's a relationship between two variables. Variable मैंने दो जो change होते हैं वो. Differentiation helps us to understand how a function's output changes with respect to its input. ये input है, ये output है. This is my input, this is my output, and this is what I use differentiation to see how my input, as my input changes, whether my output is increasing, decreasing, or remaining constant. Okay. Differentiation is also used to find the slope of the function at any given point of time. So to express the rate of change in any function, we use the concept of derivative. यहाँ पे slope बोला है, यहाँ पे relationship बोला है, यहाँ पे rate of change. All these words are there just for you to understand that when the sum is given, for you to understand whether it's a differentiation and integration sum, you will look out for these words. This, okay? Thus, differentiation of processes of finding the derivative of a continuous function. Okay, this is all only theory. You don't have to go into deep whether it is continuous or not, simple things. Okay. So it is defined as a limiting value. So last time we talked about limits, limit extending to 0 or limit extending to infinity, those type of things. limiting value of a ratio of change in the function corresponding to a small change in the independent variable as the latter tends to 0. So you just read through, you don't have to worry about it. Now, this is again a theory question. Nobody is going to ask you to use this first principle and solve a differentiation problem, okay? Yeah, it's an MCQ. You can use any method to solve it. Mania, the PDF is uploaded in your login, okay? So where you have PDF upload, all subjects, you can see those PDFs. Nirmala, in the notebook, you're supposed to write down whatever you are not able to understand, or you want to make your own notes, that while you are watching this, you can write down. And you must have a small notebook, a thin notebook, wherein you have all the formulas from all the chapters, okay? Yes, theory is important because those are sometimes, because you already know them. So if somebody say differentiation is the rate of change, true or false, that type of things. So you can easily say yes, no? So that's why. Okay, so what is the first principle saying? See, if they ask, what is the first principle of differentiation? That is written as this way. D by dx will be d by dx of fx can be written as this. This is known as the first principle, derivative of the first principle. It is also represented as f dash x. What is it? It is limit x tending to 0, f of x plus delta x minus fx upon delta x. What does that mean is that if I change my input, that is my x, by a very small amount, delta x, by how much will my output change? That is, how much will my fx change? So fx will change by f x plus delta x minus l x plus delta x. From that, if I subtract fx and divide by delta x and I find the limit, okay, and I find the limit, this is nothing but f dash x, or also written by as d by dx of fx, okay. This is also called as principle of ab initio, okay. Sometimes you may even see this way, okay, instead of delta x, they are going to write what? They are going to write h. Yes, Amal, very nice. You have kept a formula notebook and used for study as well. Yes, very good. Even, sometimes you're very tired after studying, और एक दिन नहीं मूड होता है पढ़ाई करने का, तो आप क्या कर लीजिए, आप वो नोटबुक ले लीजिए, बस अपने आंखों के सामने से ना पेजेस पलट के आप लेफ्ट हैंड साइड देखिए और राइट हैंड साइड आप याद कीजिए, आपको याद आ रहा है क्या? जैसे अभी लिमिट्स हमने किए हैं, या इंडाइसेस का फॉर्मूला है, तो उस समय भी हम कर सकते हैं। ए रेस टू एम इंटू ए रेस टू एन इज इक्वल टू ए रेस टू एम प्लस एन, वो मुझे याद आ रहा है कि नहीं राइट हैंड साइड? अभी जो डेरिवेटिव के फॉर्मूले, इंटीग्रेशन के फॉर्मूले, बाद में स्टैटिस्टिक्स के जितने फॉर्मूले, वो सब समझने में आपको आसानी होती है। मतलब रिकॉल करना है, सी यू आर सपोज टू रिकॉल, आपको याद करना है कि आपने जो पढ़ा था वो आपको याद आ रहा है कि नहीं। इसीलिए बहुत जरूरी है कि आप रिवीजन लेक्चर्स भी अटेंड करें, आप मॉक टेस्ट भी दें, ठीक है। Venus, you have to it is there on in your login where you have logged in for this live classes, na? There you can see those notes. Okay, very nice. Okay, thank you. Now these are the functions, and we are trying to find the derivative. Okay, so the main, the simplest one or the main is d by dx of x raised to n is equal to n x raised to n minus 1. यहाँ पे what you have to be careful is this is n minus 1. So this becomes minus 1. So the power reduces. Okay. This is, so if I have fx this, so based on this you have, now for x square it will be d by dx of x square. So what is n here? N is 2. So what will this be? This will be 2 into x raised to 2 minus 1. This will be 2 x raised to 2 minus 1. Okay. So I'll get this as equal to 2x. Okay. So whatever this power is, just minus 1 it and just write that here. Okay. Now d by dx, sorry. These are some of the formula that you must know. D by dx of e raised to x. That is, a exponential will always be e raised to x. ये सबसे अच्छा वाला formula है, where you don't have to remember anything. Derivative of an exponential function is the exponential function itself. Then d by dx of a constant is always equal to 0. Why? Because it's a constant. It is not going to change with time. It is not going to change because some input changes. Okay, it's a constant. जैसे अगर मैंने बोल दिया कि यहाँ 3 है, so if it is 3, then what will happen? Will it change? No. If I have 3 pencils here, so it is not going to change. Okay. If I'm saying my speed is 3 kilometers per hour, yes, it can change. But if I'm saying it is only 3 pencils here, there can be no d by dx, and so it is a constant. Then d by dx of x raised to n, it is equal to n x raised to n minus 1. Then d by dx of a raised to x is equal to a raised to x log a. लेकिन सबसे important here is this is e to the base e. Okay, so now what happens sometimes, like, you get worried when things like these are asked. D by dx of square root of x or cube root, nth root. So what do I do? So remember indices. Okay, so in indices we say that what is square root written as? This is written as half. Okay, so this will be d by dx of x raised to half. So what is my n here? N is half. So d by dx of x raised to half will be equal to 1 half. Because of what is the formula? N x raised to n minus 1. So 1 half x raised to 1 half minus 1. Okay. Now what is 1 half minus 1? What is 1 half minus 1? It is equal to minus half. Okay. 1 half minus 1 is minus half. So this will be equal to 1 by 2 x raised to minus 1 half. Now indices you don't know, remember? A raised to minus n is equal to 1 upon a raised to n. So this is equal to 1 upon 2 x raised to half. Minus half becomes plus half. So this is equal to, how do I write x raised to half? I can write it as square root of x. So what is the answer here? The answer here is d by dx of x square of square root of x is equal to 1 upon 2 root x. Okay. Prince, it is the first time you are attending, so you will be able to, like, you will need to always remember when you are attending this lecture, you have to first go through the study material and then attend, so that what happens, wherever we are talking, you can easily relate it to what is given in the study material. Okay. Yes, very good, Anuj, Vanya. Yes, Samir. Yes. Okay. Suresh, there will be, okay? Don't worry. Renuka, you have to see for the mock test, you have to refer to the app, you will get. Now, when the dates are announced, then exam dates are announced. So sometime before that, you will have your mock test. Okay, so this is the slide where all the formulas are given that are applicable to you. D by dx of x raised to n is n, x raised to n minus 1. D by dx of e raised to x is e raised to x. D by dx of a raised to x is equal to a raised to x log a. D by dx of a constant is 0. D by dx of e raised to a raised to x is equal to a e raised to ax, and d by dx of log x is 1 upon x. This are, okay. And d by dx c f x is equal to c f dash x, c being constant. Now, Yes, Samir, I'm explaining again. Now remember, what happens is some students get confused between what is x raised to n, what is the difference between this, okay? Now, suppose I have 2 raised to 3. 2 raised to 3 is an example of x raised to n, okay? 2 raised to 3 means what? This is 2 into 2 into 2. 2 raised to 3 means 2 is repeated 3 times, okay? Now, a raised to x, okay? Or here we can say, let me take this example like this. Let me put that here. I write this as x raised to 3. This is equal to x into x into x. Okay. So that means you have x raised to 3. So x is repeated 3 times. A raised to x. So I may have 2 raised to x. Okay. So this x can take any value. They will give you in the exam. So in that case, suppose x is equal to 4. Then a raised to 4 will be equal to a raised to 4 will be equal to a into a into a into a. Okay. So this is how it happens. Here n is given value. Here x is given value. Okay. So this is the simplest way in which I can tell you e raised to ax is equal to e raised to 3x. Okay. E raised to 5x. Okay. Those are the type. So here x raised to n, what happens? N value, n is given some value. Okay. So I may have, for example, 3. So then what will be x raised to 3? This will be x into x into x. And a raised to x, what will happen? I will have, like, suppose 2 raised to 3. Okay. 2 raised to 3. So this will be 2 into 2 into 2. Or I may have only a raised to 3. So this will be a into a into a. What is the difference between these two? Here what is happening? X is a variable. And what is happening to a? A is a constant. Okay. So that is the difference. All other formulae, when it happens is that the formulae, once you start using them, you will understand the enjoyment that you can achieve by solving the differentiation sums. Okay. Now, when you have a function fx, its derivative is written as f dash x. F dash x. Okay. X raised to n, n x raised to n minus 1. E raised to ax is a, e raised to ax. Log x, it is 1 upon x. A raised to x is a raised to x log a to the base e, and derivative of a constant is always 0. Okay. Now you have different functions and different this thing. Okay. This we have already done. If I have hx is equal to c fx, where c is any real constant, then d by dx of hx is equal to c d by dx of fx. Suppose my hx is equal to 3 x raised to 4. What this means is, if I want to find the derivative of hx, which is nothing but h dash x, this is equal to 3 into d by dx of x raised to 4. Okay. This means this 3 can come out of the derivative sign. Why? Because it's a constant. So this is equal to 3. Now what is the derivative of x raised to 4? This is equal to 4x cube. Okay. Why? We have used d by dx of x raised to n is equal to n x raised to n minus 1. So how much this is? This is 12x cube. Okay. So what this means is that if I have a function which is multiplied by this, which is a real constant, then what will happen is I will have c d by dx of fx. Yes, Anuj, very good. Now, what are the rules? What are the principles that we need while we are finding derivative? What is the rule for addition? What is the rule for subtraction? What is the rule for multiplication and division? If I have hx to be an addition of two functions fx plus gx, and if I want to find the derivative, it is going to be derivative of the individual functions that I will add them. Okay? हमें अगर दो फंक्शन हमारा फंक्शन ऐसा है जो दो फंक्शंस का एडिशन है तो उसका डेरिवेटिव क्या होगा, उन दो फंक्शंस के डेरिवेटिव्स का एडिशन होगा. सेम थिंग अप्लाइज फॉर सब्ट्रैक्शन ऑल्सो. अगर मेरे पास एच एक्स इज इक्वल टू एफ एक्स माइनस जी एक्स, then h dash x will be equal to f dash x minus g dash x. Okay. Okay. समझ में आ रहा है सबको? ये जो रूल्स है ना, आपको थोड़ा सा ध्यान देना है बस. जब हम सॉल्व करेंगे तो आपको बिल्कुल से अच्छे से याद हो जाएगा. ओके. Yes. Now what about multiplication? If my function is a multiplication of two functions, what do I do? So hx is a multiplication of fx into gx. Now here what I do, I say first function ff is equal to fx. Second function is equal to sf is equal to gx. Yes, thank you Anuj. बाकी लोग भी चैट बॉक्स में डालिए आपको समझ रहा है कि नहीं समझ रहा है. सो अगर मेरा एक फंक्शन एच एक्स है वो एफ एक्स इंटू जी एक्स है, मल्टीप्लीकेशन है. सो व्हाट विल हैपन, then its derivative is written as h dash x is equal to first function into derivative of second function plus second function into derivative of first function. First function क्या है, fx. So this is fx into derivative of second function. Second function is gx. So derivative of second function will be g dash x plus second function is what, gx into derivative of first function. What is the first function, fx, uska derivative f dash x. So for multiplication I have a special formula for derivative, that is first function into derivative of second function plus second function into derivative of first function. Yes, Vanya has understood. Good. समीर, दिमाग शॉर्ट सर्किट नहीं होगा. आप देखोगे, आप खुद ही बोलोगे मैम 4 बजे, आप बोलोगे मैम थोड़ा और पढ़ा दीजिए, अच्छा लग रहा है. Yes, Vanya, Priyanka, clear. Anuj is saying yes. Hitesh, yes, understood. Shivani, yeah. Shivani, it's your first lecture, so obviously you will have to wait a little bit. You will get used to this because it's a very different chapter. Yes. Shiva, yes. Hello, Shiva. Devansh has understood. Yes. Okay, so this is the case. In some books, it is written in u and v form. So first function is written as u, second function is written as v. Then you have u into v dash plus v into u dash. Okay, I am sticking with the symbols that are used in the study material so that you can relate to it. मैंने क्या किया है, बुक में एफ और जी लिया है तो मैंने भी एफ और जी लिया है ताकि आप जब स्टडी मटेरियल आप रेफर करोगे तो मेरा और स्टडी मटेरियल का जो भी सिंबल्स है, जो भी नोटेशन है वो सेम रहेंगे. ठीक है. Inal is saying clear. Yes, Shiva has done. Okay. Now from there, now we have the, what have we have done? Addition, subtraction, multiplication. What happened in addition? When addition, derivative of addition of two function is the addition of the individual derivative. subtraction, derivative of a subtraction is equal to subtraction of its derivative. Multiplication, what happens? Uh, when you have to find the derivative of a multiplication, then you have first function into derivative of second function plus second function into derivative of first function. Now we must find the for division. Okay. Now what is happening here? ये क्या होगा? First function. And this will be my second function. दिख नहीं रहा है ठीक से. This is first function into derivative and second function. Now what happens is when I have to find h dash x of the division of two functions, we have this is equal to second function, denominator पहले लिखेंगे, second function whole square. Please pay attention. Okay. Yes. Sunny Money, understood? Good, thank you. Yes, one is saying it can be seen, Mehak. No, Mehak, don't. That's what I said at the start of the lecture also. Don't skip chapters right now. You should only take a decision in the last, Till that time, you must study all the chapters. What will happen is, when a simple question comes, you will be able to do it. Okay. Now, going back to what is the derivative of the division of two functions, we have in the denominator, you will write the second function whole square. Then you are going to write second function into derivative of first function minus first function into derivative of second function. Okay, I repeat, for h dash x, I have second function whole square, then I have second function into derivative of first function minus first function into derivative of second function. Okay. Now this is the chain rule. Suppose I have hx, which is a function of, suppose I have hx is a function of another function, then put inner function which is within bracket. जो within bracket में जो function है उसको we put gx is equal to z. Okay, जो अंदर वाला फंक्शन है, फंक्शन के अंदर एक जो फंक्शन, जो सबसे अंदर वाला फंक्शन है उसको z लिखते हैं, and then we say that df by dx. Okay, so ये है ना f of gx है, so this is f into gx. So f of x derivative, when I want to find the derivative of f dash x, I have f dash x which is also equal to f dash x is equal to and let me write it here. Then d by dx of fx is equal to f dash x is equal to f dash of gx. So with this, what happens is I want to put gx as z. Then I will write d by dx of fx can be written as df by dz, because now what has happened? I'm going to write gx as z, which implies now hx is equal to f of z. Okay, hx is equal to f of z. But यहाँ पे x है, यहाँ पे z है, ऐसे चलता नहीं है. So d by dx of fx is df upon dz into dz upon dx. So you have to use this method. Then we will have if d by dx of fx is this much. So what do I have? D by dx of hx. So d by dx of hx is equal to d by dz of fz into dz upon dx. Okay. So you don't need to know how that formula come. I've just shown you here. Okay. Then you can do. Yes, Rutra. Hello. Why aren't you able to order books? Just look into it. Yes, Devansh, we are going to take examples. Don't worry. So first we will be doing those sums on page number 8.6. Okay. So let us go to these sums. Okay. Now you will see I have for your understanding, what I have done is every sum I have written the formula that we have used, so that it becomes very easy for you to revise. हमने क्या किया, हर सम के साथ जो फॉर्मूले हमने उस सम को सॉल्व करने के लिए यूज किए हैं वो आपको वहां पे लिख के दे दिए हैं, तो आपको अभी भी रिवीजन करेंगे तो आपको जस्ट देखना है, वीडियो देखना है और उसमें से आपको पता लग जाएगा. ठीक है. Don't worry, when we will be doing the chain rule sums, na, that becomes easier. Instead of talking in H and G and H, na, if I always feel once we solve sums, it becomes very easy for us to understand. Okay. Now d by dx of x raised to n is n x raised to n minus 1. So d by dx of 3x square plus 5x minus 2 is equal to d by dx of 3x square minus d by dx of 5x minus d by dx of 2. Please note that you don't have to write this step in the exam. आपको एग्जाम में ये स्टेप लिखने की जरूरत नहीं है, आप सिर्फ अभी ये नोटबुक में लिखिए ताकि आपको रिवीजन के समय याद आए कि आपने क्या किया. वरना आप डायरेक्टली हर जो पार्ट है उस इक्वेशन का वो लेके उसको सॉल्व कर सकते हैं. Now, what are we using? D by dx of x raised to n is n x raised to n minus 1. What is happening here? And we are also using d by dx of c into fx will be equal to c into f dash x. So this 3 will come out. This will be 3 and it will be what I am using, this formula. So this will be 2 into x raised to 2 minus 1 minus 5 into x raised to 1 minus 1 and d by dx of 2. 2 is a constant. 2 is a constant. So d by dx of 2 will always be equal to 0. Okay. So यहाँ पे आ गया 0. So what is the answer? This is 3 into 2. This is equal to 6. To x raised to 2 minus 1 means 1. X raised to 1. Minus 1 minus 1 is 0. So x raised to 0 is 0. So x raised to 0 is 1. So this will be 5. Okay. So this is the answer. Yes, Priyanka, Anuj, Shashikant, Vanya, Monu. Yeah, very good. You got the answer. I hope Devansh you've understood. Now, as I was saying, these are the two formula we'll be using. Okay. Now, a raised to a is a constant. Okay. Like I'm saying 2 raised to 2. This is a raised to a format. जो नंबर है बस वही ऊपर लेंगे तो उसको a raised to a बोलते हैं. Then this. Derivative of a raised to x is a raised to x log a to the base e. Derivative of x raised to n is n x raised to n minus 1. कौन सा 5x में पॉजिटिव है? Oh yes, positive, positive. Sorry, Ji. Thank you for pointing it out. Yes, it is positive. Thank you, Mohammed, Anuj, Vanya. Preeti, yes. Priyanka got it correct. Anuj, Shashikant has got it correct. Okay. So now what will happen? For a raised to x, I'm going to use this formula. For x raised to a, I'm going to use this formula. And this being a constant, the derivative of a constant, derivative of a constant is always 0. Okay. So a raised to x. So this will be equal to d by dx of a raised to x plus d by dx of x raised to a plus d by dx of a raised to a. D by dx of x raised to a raised to x is a raised to x log e. Log a to the base e. Okay. Plus x raised to a is x raised to n. Similar to them, this will be a x raised to a minus 1. And this will be 0. So this will be the answer. Yes, Mania, correct. Anuj, this is also correct. Next sum. D by dx of x raised to n is n x raised to n minus 1 and d by dx of log x is 1 upon x. So the derivative of this will be equal to x raised to 3 means n is 3. So 3 x raised to n minus 1. N is how much? 3. Okay, n is 3. So this will be 3 minus 1. Okay, upon 3. This 3 was already there. Minus 5x raised to 2 minus 1. It is minus, huh? Plus 6x raised to 1 minus 1. And 5 into 2. So minus 5x square. This will be 5 into x square derivative will be equal to 2x raised to 2 minus 1. Derivative of 6x will be 6x raised to 1 minus 1. Minus 2. Derivative of log x will be equal to 1 upon x plus 3. Now this 3 gets cancelled. X raised to 3 minus 1 is x square. Minus 5 into 2 is 10x. Because 2 minus 1 is 1, so it becomes x. Plus 1 minus 1 is 0. 0 x raised to 0. X raised to 0 will always be 1. Important. Don't write it as 0. Okay, so this will be plus 6. Plus minus 2 upon x plus derivative of 3 is 0. Okay. So I will just write this step also here. This is equal to 1 by 3 d by dx of x cube minus 5 d by dx of x square plus 6 d by dx of x minus 2 d by dx of log x minus d by plus d by dx of 3. Okay. I think you will be able to understand, appreciate this better. So this is equal to 1 by 3 into derivative of x cube is 3x square minus 5. Derivative of x square will be equal to 2x plus 6 into derivative of x will be equal to 1 minus 2. Derivative of log x is equal to 1 upon x Derivative of this will be 0 as 3 is a constant. Okay. So what is this? 3 gets cancelled. So I am left with x square. This will be minus 10x plus 6 minus 2 upon x. Yes, you've understood? Very nice. Very, very nice. I'm so happy that you are able to solve them on your own. Okay? Yes, Monu, Anjali, Samir, Anuj, Vanya. Yes. Mania, you have not solved this one? Now e raised to x log x. See, now all this while we did examples with the first formula that we have, that d by dx is x raised to of x raised to n is n x raised to n minus 1. And we also use d by dx of log x is equal to 1 upon x. Okay. So we use the direct formula. Now we are going to use the principles. What is the derivative of multiplication of two functions? What is the derivative of division of two functions? Those we are going to now apply. Okay. So now e raised to x log x. Okay. So let first function be equal to e raised to x. What will be the derivative of the first function? Will be d by dx of e raised to x. What is the derivative of e raised to x? It is equal to e raised to x. Let the second function be equal to log x. What will be the derivative of the second function? D by dx of log x. What is the derivative of log x? It is equal to 1 upon x. Right? यहाँ तक समझा? मैंने एक फंक्शन को फर्स्ट फंक्शन बोला, दूसरे फंक्शन को सेकंड फंक्शन बोला, उन दोनों के डेरिवेटिव निकाल के रखे. ओके. तो अभी मेरे को क्या क्या लगने वाला है? ये फर्स्ट फंक्शन, उसका डेरिवेटिव, ये सेकंड फंक्शन और उसका डेरिवेटिव. क्योंकि मेरा रूल क्या कहता है? डी बाय डी एक्स ऑफ एच एक्स विच इज इक्वल टू डी बाय डी एक्स ऑफ एफ एक्स इंटू जी एक्स is equal to first function into derivative of second function plus second function into derivative of first function. Okay. So, abhi d by dx of e raised to x log x is equal to what? First function. What is the first function? E raised to x into derivative of the second function 1 upon x plus second function. What is the second function? Log x into derivative of the first function is e raised to x. x नीचे चला गया. Okay, this is log x. So what is this? This is equal to e raised to x upon x plus e raised to x log x. Okay. Sometimes the answer will be like this, or it may be in a different format. I'm showing you all the format that are possible. ऐसे आंसर दिखेगा, या वो क्या करेंगे? e raised to x को कॉमन निकालेंगे, तो अंदर क्या बचेगा? 1 upon x प्लस log x. आपके पास ऐसा भी आंसर हो सकता है. तीसरा मेथड है, ये ऐसे भी दे सकते हैं, e raised to x upon x 1 plus x log x. आप यहाँ पे डिनोमिनेटर में इसको कॉमन डिनोमिनेटर लेके आपको ऐसा भी आंसर हो सकता है. तो यू मे सी द आंसर इन आइदर ऑफ दीज थ्री मेथड्स. एक्सपेंडेड क्वेश्चन का समीर, ये वाला ठीक है, हो गया. Yes, Vanya 1 upon x. Yes, Vanya has got the answers correct. Yes, very good. Anuj, Monu, very nice, very nice. Okay. Now let us go to another example. That first example we took e raised to x into log x. So it was multiplication of two functions. Now we are again doing multiplication of two functions. Okay. So we have, what is my first function? First function is 2 raised to x. What is the first function derivative? What is the derivative of 2 raised to x? That is a raised to x. So 2 raised to x will be equal to, this is equal to 2 raised to x log 2 to the base e. Okay. What is the second function? Second function is x raised to 5. So second function derivative will be equal to 5 x raised to 5 minus 1, so x raised to 4. यहाँ पे हमारा हमने ये वाला लिया है, n यहाँ पे 5 है और यहाँ पे क्या हो जाता है, n minus 1 माने 4 हो जाता है. ओके. So what does the formula say? D by dx of hx is equal to, this is equal to first function into derivative of second function plus second function in into derivative of first function. Okay. So how much will I get? What is my first function? First function is 2 raised to x. 2 raised to x into derivative of second function 5x raised to 4. 5x raised to 4 plus second function is x raised to 5 into derivative of first function is 2 raised to x log into 2 raised to x log 2 to the base e. This is equal to, so थोड़ा सा, अरे, so what will be the answer? This is d by dx of 2 raised to x into x raised to 5 is equal to 5 into 2 raised to x, x raised to 4 plus 2 raised to x, x raised to 5 log 2 to the base e. Okay. Yes, Shiva, done. Second question also done. Mono, yes, 2 raised to x, 5 raised to x. Okay. Understood this? Okay. Okay, x raised to 5 log 2 into 2x. Yes, Anuj, 2 raised to x into 5 into, ये 4 कहाँ से आया अनुज? Just check. Okay. What about the others? Has everybody got this this formula? Yes, Mania. How do we come to know that this particular formula we have to apply? Because we, what happens? I must know all the formula, and with practice you come to know. Okay. Just one time, if I just learn the formula and I try to remember, it does not happen. More I practice, automatically. When you see 2 raised to x, it should quickly come into mind that it is a raised to x. And for that, you must have done the indices chapter well. Okay. In maths, you can, the initial chapters are so important, you just can't skip those. Okay. Renuka, doesn't matter. If you are understanding this less right now, you have to see this video 2-3 times. You will be able to see. You start enjoying, and you know the steps are very small. See, those steps में आंसर आ जाता है. यहाँ तो मैं लिख रही हूँ, आपको लिखने की भी जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी. आप मुंह में बोलेंगे ना तो डायरेक्टली आप आंसर जो ऑप्शंस रहेंगे ना उसमें टिक करना शुरू कर देंगे. फर्स्ट फंक्शन हाँ लिखा है, डेरिवेटिव ऑफ सेकंड फंक्शन है क्या, वो ऑप्शन आप देखेंगे, प्लस सेकंड फंक्शन इंटू डेरिवेटिव ऑफ फंक्शन, आप डायरेक्टली भी कर सकेंगे। लाइक टू रेस टू एक्स का डेरिवेटिव क्या है, टू रेस टू एक्स लॉग टू, उसमें कुछ लिखने की जरूरत नहीं है, सो यू कैन सेव अ लॉट ऑफ टाइम एंड कम टू राइट आंसर्स वेरी क्विकली इन दिस चैप्टर। ओके, yes, Anil has understood, Anjali has understood, Priyanka, Preeti, yes, others also write down fast। हम्म, बिल्कुल डरना नहीं है आपको इस चैप्टर के लिए, और आपको आंसर मिल जाएंगे। उसके लिए थोड़ा सा मेहनत करनी पड़ेगी, लेकिन आप अभी मेहनत करेंगे ना तो एग्जाम में आपको बहुत आसानी हो जाएगी, क्योंकि डेरिवेटिव इंटीग्रेशन में आपको लिखना कम पड़ता है। ओके, यू हैव टू राइट लेस। नाउ लेट अस सी द derivative of division of two functions. So this is derivative of division of two functions. Okay, what is given, x square, x square is my first function, what is e raised to x, I'm calling it as second function. So d by dx of x square upon e raised to x. Okay, so what is my first function, first function is x square. What is my first function derivative, 2 square is 2x. I'm using n x raised to n minus 1. What is my second function? E raised to x. What is my second function? Derivative. We know that derivative of the exponential is the function itself. Yes, Shashikant has understood. Sunil Kumar has also understood. Very good. हाँ अनुज, वो फोर्थ पावर है इसीलिए आपने लिखा। ओके, ये आ गया। तो अभी क्या होगा, डिनोमिनेटर पहले लिखेंगे, डिवीजन वाले में डिनोमिनेटर पहले लिखेंगे, जी एक्स होल स्क्वायर, जी क्या है मेरा, ई रेस टू एक्स, सो ई रेस टू एक्स होल स्क्वायर, देन आई हैव सेकेंड फंक्शन इंटू डेरिवेटिव ऑफ फर्स्ट फंक्शन, इंटू डेरिवेटिव ऑफ फर्स्ट फंक्शन, माइनस फर्स्ट सेकेंड फंक्शन, माइनस फर्स्ट फंक्शन एक्स स्क्वायर इंटू डेरिवेटिव ऑफ सेकेंड function. So this is equal to 2x e raised to x minus x square e raised to x upon e raised to x whole square. Okay. This is also equal to e raised to x. I take it common. 2x minus x square upon e raised to x the whole square. Okay. तो एक e raised to x cancel हो जाएगा. So you will have x e raised to x. ये एक x भी बाहर निकाला मैंने. So 2 minus x upon e raised to, ये वाला एक निकाल दिया ना मैंने. Okay, so what I do, instead of this 2 that I have, I'm just writing e raised to x. Okay. ओके, सो आइदर विद आंसर आपको ऐसे भी दिखेगा, सिंपल वे में ऐसे भी दिख जाएगा. सो यू हैव टू जस्ट सी. ओके, yes, Vanya has understood, Monu has understood. Okay, this is the last one we'll do, and then we'll take a break and then come back. Okay, now here I have e raised to x upon log x. Similar to the earlier sum, this is the sum on derivatives of the division of two functions. So what is my first function? My first function is e raised to x. What is the derivative of the first function? It is e raised to x, because I know derivative of e raised to x is e raised to x. आप देखिए, आप धीरे धीरे देखिए, आपको अपने आप से स्टेप याद आते हैं, है ना. हमने क्या किया, जब मल्टीप्लीकेशन है, डिवीजन है, हमने क्या किया, फर्स्ट फंक्शन लिखा, उसका डेरिवेटिव लिखा, सेकंड फंक्शन लिखा, उसका डेरिवेटिव लिखा. हाँ, तो अभी सेकंड फंक्शन क्या है मेरा, log x, और सेकंड फंक्शन का डेरिवेटिव क्या होगा, log x का डेरिवेटिव होता है 1 upon x. सो व्हाट विल हैपन, मेरे पास क्या है, d by dx ऑफ e raised to x upon log x is equal to second function. Second function is log x whole square. Second function into derivative of first function, that is e raised to x, minus first function into derivative of second function is 1 upon x. So this is equal to, I take the e raised to x common from here, and this is equal to e raised to x log x minus 1 upon x upon log x whole square. अभी क्या होता है कि जो ऑप्शन है उसमें ऐसा आंसर आपको नहीं दिखेगा क्योंकि ये 1 अपॉन x है. ओके, सो पे अटेंशन टू दिस 1 upon x. That is why you sometimes, you've come to the answer, you've come to the correct answer, but still you're not able to do this because you have to pay attention. Now this log x minus 1 upon x can be written as this is equal to x log x minus 1 upon x. ये आपको याद रखना है, यहाँ पे वो सब्स्टिट्यूट हो रहा है. So this is equal to e raised to x and into bracket x log x minus 1 upon x, the whole thing upon log x, the whole square. Okay, the whole thing upon log x, the whole square. So, ये the denominator in the numerator will come down. ये वाला जो है ना, ये x है ना, ये नीचे आ जाएगा. So this is equal to e raised to x log x minus 1 upon x log x the whole square. Okay, e raised to x log x minus 1 into upon x log x the whole square. Yes, understood. हाँ, कर दिया है शिवा, कर दिया है. हाँ, एलसीएम लेना है अनुज. ये जो है ना, ये हमने एलसीएम में लिया है. यहाँ पे log x के नीचे 1 है, तो log x के नीचे 1 है और यहाँ 1 अपॉन x है. 1 और x का एलसीएम x आया और ऐसा किया. यस, ओके. चिराग, कैन वी टेक अ ब्रेक? थैंक यू. No, 5 minutes only because it's a bigger chapter. Okay? Yeah. Welcome back, everybody. Okay, we took a very short break today because the chapter is very big, and I would like to give as much time as possible to it. Okay, so now the second one, there is again a multiplication. So 2 raised to x log x. So it is, what is my first function? Let me write it here. First function is equal to 2 raised to x. What is the first function derivative? It is equal to 2 raised to x log 2 to the base e. What is the second function? Second function is log x. Second function derivative is equal to 1 upon x. So what is the derivative of 2 raised to x log x is equal to first function, that is 2 raised to x, into derivative of second function, that is 1 upon x, plus second function, that is log x, into derivative of the first function, that is 2 raised to x log 2 to the, okay, that is 2 raised to x into log 2 to the base e. Okay, so I can take 2 raised to x common. So what am I left with is 1 upon x and log x into log 2 to the base e into, this is plus. Okay. Okay. Has everybody got the answer? Yes. 2 raised to x. Yes. Very good. Anuj, yes. Very good. Okay. Now let us go to some practical application. Okay. Now, as I have already told that we use this to find the maxima or the minima, okay, in some places. So when I want to find the maxima and minima, what I do, I take, when would I want to find the minima? When I want to reduce the cost. When would I want to maximize? When I want to earn profit, okay. So for a sportsman, he or she, if he's into he's racing or he's into swimming, what would he want to reduce? He would want to reduce his time, right? Okay, and for a cricketer, what would he want to do? He would want to improve his runs. Okay, so what do I do? So what we here do is, for example, we use it when we want to find the least cost. A relative minima at point x is equal to a will have a derivative. So what you have to do is first find the first derivative, equate it to 0, find the value of a, and then find the second differentiation of the function and put this value of a, and then find if it is positive. If it is positive, you have a minima. अगर ये पॉजिटिव नंबर आया तो आपके पास मिनिमा है, और अगर सेकेंड डिफरेंशियल ए डालने के बाद नेगेटिव आता है तो मैक्सिमा होता है. हाँ, अगर नेगेटिव आता है तो उसका माने क्या होता है? मैक्सिमा होता है. ओके. फिर दो कॉन्सेप्ट है, मार्जिनल कॉस्ट और एवरेज कॉस्ट. ठीक है. एवरेज कॉस्ट क्या होता है? जो आपकी कॉस्ट है ना, उसको डिवाइडेड बाय द क्वांटिटी. अगर किसी ने बोल दिया कि 120 रुपए दर्जन है संतरे, अगर किसी ने बोला कि 120 रुपए दर्जन है संतरे, तो इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? एवरेज कॉस्ट क्या हुई? 120 को डिवाइड करेंगे किससे? 12 से, क्योंकि एक दर्जन में 12 होते हैं, तो 120 डिवाइडेड बाय 12, तो क्या हो जाएगा? वो हो जाएगा आपके 10 रुपए का एक संतरा. उसको एवरेज कॉस्ट बोलते हैं. So what is average cost? Suppose somebody is saying that, suppose the fruit seller is saying ki the oranges are 120 rupees per dozen. So how many are there in a dozen? 12. So 120 upon 12. So that is each orange is costing 10 rupees. That is the average. Now what is marginal cost? Marginal cost is by how much amount my cost is going to increase if I increase the production by 1 unit. By what amount is my margin, is my costing going to change if I change the number of unit by 1? Like अगर मुझे 10 जो है खिलौने बनाने के लिए 100 रुपए खर्चा आ रहा है, तो मुझे 11 खिलौने बनाने के लिए 110 रुपए लगेंगे, 102 रुपए लगेंगे, कितने रुपए लगेंगे? तो वो जो डिफरेंस है ना, वो हमें निकालना है, उसको हम मार्जिनल कॉस्टिंग बोलते हैं। वो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट तब होता है कॉस्टिंग के इसमें, क्योंकि आपने बहुत बार देखा होगा कि एक्सपोर्ट ऑर्डर्स जो होते हैं वो थोड़े सस्ते में देते हैं, क्योंकि हमें वो नया मार्केट टैप करना होता है। तो उस समय हम जो है मार्जिनल कॉस्टिंग वाला रूल अप्लाई करते हैं कि हम थोड़ा प्रॉफिट में थोड़ा कम ले ले, लेकिन मेरे कॉस्ट तो कवर होनी चाहिए, मुझे नुकसान में तो एक्सपोर्ट नहीं करना है, लेकिन वो हो जाए। Okay, these concept of marginal costing are used variety of reason, variety of places. One of the places is like when I want to quote for an export order. So in that case, what I will do, I can compromise on my profit. Why? Because I want to have that tag. I am an exporter. I want to tap the new market. So in that case, I am ready to let go of my profit. But at the same time, I would like to recover my cost. And so I will use the concept of marginal costing. Okay? Yes, Anuj, very nicely said. Positive minima, negative maxima. Okay. So let us see the sum. So if this is my cost function, okay, if this is my cost function, so let us see what will happen. Cx is 100x minus 8x square plus x cube upon 3, where x denotes the output. Find the level of output at which marginal cost is minimum and average cost is minimum. This is the question from your study material. Okay. ना अभी जो मैंने आपको बताया वो हमने लिखा है। मार्जिनल कॉस्ट क्या है? मार्जिनल कॉस्ट इज इक्वल टू चेंज इन द कॉस्ट फॉर 1 unit ऑफ चेंज इन द क्वांटिटी। ओके, ये x क्या है? दिस इज माय क्वांटिटी, x इज क्वांटिटी। व्हाट इज माय c? दिस इज माय कॉस्ट, एंड कॉस्ट is a function of quantity. Isn't it true that as my quantity increases or decreases, so also my cost is going to increase or decrease? Okay. So a relative minimum at a point x is equal to a will have the derivative f dash a is equal to 0 and f double dash a greater than 0. Okay. So let us do this. Now first I will find marginal cost. What is marginal cost? It is d by dx of c. Now this is 100 d by dx of x minus 8 d by dx of x square plus 1 upon 3 d by dx of x cube. This is equal to how much? 100 dx upon dx is 1 minus 8, derivative of x square is 2x, 1 upon 3, x cube derivative is 3x square. 100 minus 16x plus x square. Okay. अभी तक का समझ में आया है क्या? बताइए मेरे को प्लीज। Please let me know whether or not you've understood this. Can I get an answer? Yes, very good. Preeti, Mohammed, Vanya, very nice. Okay. So now what I do is, what is the next step? First step is finding the marginal cost. Second step is what? Putting that equal to 0. Okay. And finding the value of A. Okay. So next step is, this is my first step. Second step is x square minus 16x plus 100 is equal to 0. Okay, so what will happen when I'm putting this equal to, no, for this is, okay, I have to find the, I haven't found the f dash x. Okay, wait, sorry. Now for this is my marginal costing. Now what will I do? I will find f dash. So I will find mc dash. Okay, what is the derivative of this? So this is d by dx of what? X square minus 16x plus 100. Now what will be the derivative of this? What will be the derivative of this? Derivative of x square will be 2x. What will be the derivative of minus 16x? It will be minus 16. Derivative of 100 will be 0 because 100 is a constant. So I have mc dash, that is mc dash. I have to substitute it equal to 0 is equal to 2x minus 60. Okay. This is the second step I'm doing. Okay. So I have 2x is equal to 16 or x is equal to 8. Okay. Now third step is what? This is my third step. Find f double dash a. So mc double dash is equal to d by dx of 2x minus 16. This is mc dash and I'm finding the double differentiation of mc dash. mc, this is equal to d by dx. So this is 2 into derivative of x is 1. And what is derivative of minus 16? 0. So what is this? 2. Okay. Double differentiation of marginal costing is giving me 2. Is 2 greater than 0? Is 2 greater than 0? Yes. So positive means we have a minima. So where do we have a minima? For x is equal to 8. Okay. If I manufacture 8 units, what does this mean is, if I manufacture 8 units, what will happen? I will be getting a minimum marginal costing. Okay. Don't worry. I'm going to repeat the whole thing, but we will do it step by step. Now let us see average cost. Okay. I want to reduce average cost also, minimize average cost also. What is my average cost? AC is equal to cost, that is 100x minus 8x square plus x cube upon 3, the whole thing divided by x. क्योंकि cost upon quantity होती, because this is nothing but cost upon quantity. Okay. So what will this be? This is equal to 100x upon x. This is 100 minus 8x square upon x will be 8x plus this will be x square upon 3. Okay. Now what will be my average cost differential? 100 derivative will be 0. I will just write it, d by dx of 100 minus 8x plus x square upon 3. Derivative of 100 will be 0. Derivative of 8x will be 8 and plus this will be 2x. Derivative of x square will be 2x upon 3. Okay. So now next step is put derivative equal to 0. So I have 2x upon 3 minus 8 is equal to 0. That is 2x is equal to 8 into 3. 8 into 3 is 24. So how much will I get x as? x will be equal to 12. 24 upon 2, x is 12. Okay. Next step. So this is my first step. This is my second step. And my third step is finding AC double dash. What is the derivative of this? This is 0 d by dx of minus 8 plus 2x upon 3. What is the derivative of minus 8? 0. What is the derivative of x? It is equal to 1. So it is 2 by 3. So this is 2 by 3. Is 2 by 3 greater than 0? Yes. So I have obtained a minima. So what does this mean? At x is equal to 12, I am getting a minima for average cost. Yes, Monu. Here we are applying 3 times. Okay. Anuj, Mohammed. How x square is 2x? No, derivative of x square. D by dx of x square. What is the formula I am using? D by dx of x raised to n is equal to n x raised to n minus 1. So d by dx of x square is equal to 2x. Okay. Yes. Anuj, very well. Okay, let us see the gradient of the curve. Now, exercise 8A. What does gradient means? It means the slope. क्या निकालना है हमें? लाइन का slope निकालना है. कर्व का slope निकालना है. The gradient of the curve at x is equal to 0. ये बहुत ध्यान देना चाहिए आपको. At x is equal to 0 दिया है. मतलब वो वैल्यू देंगे उसका आपको निकालना है. ठीक है. Yes, very good. It's good. Everybody is understanding. That is very important. Now, when they are asking for gradient, that means slope. What is the slope? That is d by dx. Okay. So, बहुत बार हमें आता है लेकिन हमें वर्ड ही नहीं समझ में आया इसलिए हमारा रह जाता है. तो ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए इसलिए मैंने यह सब लिख दिया है. So, the gradient, the slope will be equal to d by dx of 2x cube minus 3x square minus 12x plus 8. First, I will find the slope and then I will find the slope at the given point. हाँ, यहाँ पे दो चीजें करनी है. आपको पहले स्लोप निकालना है, उसके बाद जो आपका पॉइंट दिया रहेगा उसके उस टाइम पे उस जगह पे आपको स्लोप निकालना है. So this is what 2 and derivative of x cube is 3x square. Minus 3 derivative of x square is 2x. Minus 12 derivative of x is 1. Plus derivative of a constant is 0. So I have 6x square minus 6x minus 12 is equal to 0 plus 0. So I don't need this. So already it is there. Okay. Now I have to find slope at what? At x is equal to 0. Okay, so this will be 6 into 0 minus 6 into 0 minus 12. So what is the slope? Slope is minus 12. So A will be the correct answer. Okay, है ना? आप अगर शांति से कर लिया तो आपको कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं आएगी. Yes, Vanya, Anuj, Nancy. Yes, very good. बाकी सब लोग भी आंसर कीजिएगा. The gradient of the curve at x is equal to 0. Again, ये बहुत ध्यान से देखिएगा किस पॉइंट पे पूछा है. Okay, so slope, the first and second sum are quite similar, is equal to d by dx of 2x cube minus 5x square minus 3x. Okay, this is equal to 2 into 3x square minus 5 into 2x minus 3. What is this? This is 6x square minus 10x minus 3. Now what will be the slope at x is equal to 0? This will be equal to 6 into 0 minus 10 into 0 minus 3. So answer is minus 3. That is B will be the correct answer. Yes, Priyanka, Nancy, Shashikant, Vanya, Anuj. Very nice, very nice. Okay. The next one is a little bit the same. Okay. But I want to take this. Why? Because you will be able to like use the chain rule also here properly. So what happens here is, if I have d by dx of square root of x, this is easy. Okay, 1 upon 2 root x. But now it is x plus 1. Okay. So what I do is, let x plus 1 be equal to z. Let x plus 1 be equal to z. Then y will be equal to square root of z. Then y will be equal to square root of z. Now this I know, square root of z I can easily calculate. But here what happens is, so taking differentiation on both sides, with respect to x, with respect to z, we get dx. Okay, derivative of d will be dx plus derivative of 1, which is a constant is 0. This is equal to dz. This is equal to dz, or dx is equal to dz. So I've purposely taken the simplest example for you to be able to understand this. So what happens is, what is my y? Y is equal to square root of x plus 1. Now whatever written, y is equal to square root of z, because x plus 1 is z. So now when I want to find dy by dx, when I want to find the derivative of y with respect to x, this is equal to derivative of y with respect to z into derivative of z with respect to x. Okay. So dy by dx is equal to dy by dz into dz by dx. Now dx is equal to dz. So what is dz upon dx? This is equal to 1. Okay. So dy by dx is equal to derivative of square root of x plus 1. What is the derivative of y with respect to z? So y is equal to square root of z. So y dash will be equal to 1 upon 2 square root of z. Okay. This is using what? X raised to n. So what is my here? X raised to half. Square root means x raised to half. That is z raised to half. Okay. Square root of z means z raised to half. Okay. So what will the derivative of this be equal to? 1 half z raised to 1 half minus 1. 1 half minus 1 becomes minus half. And so this is equal to 1 upon 2 square root of z. Okay. So d by dx of square root of x plus 1 is dy by dz is 1 upon 2 square root of z. And how much is dz by dx? this is equal to 1. So into 1. But do I want the answer in Z? No, I want the answer in X. So this is equal to 1 upon 2 square root of X plus 1. Okay, so which one of this? So this is C is the correct answer. Yes, Shashikant C. Anuj is saying C. Very nice. Very, very nice. Okay. Now, similarly, we are trying to substitute. I'm showing you all sums where we can use the substitution. Okay. Okay. Now, what is happening? In the exponential, I have ax square plus bx plus c. So, fx is equal to e raised to ax square plus bx plus c. Okay. So, there is no line here. So, let z be equal to ax square plus bx plus c. Taking differentiation on both sides, I get dz is equal to a into x square is, what is the derivative of x square? 2x. So this is 2ax plus derivative of x is 1. So this is equal to b. What is the derivative of c? It is 0. So dz is equal to 2ax plus b. Okay. So what is my dx? Dx is equal to dz upon 2ax plus b. Okay. ये हमने क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाई किया, dx ऊपर लाए और 2ax plus b नीचे लाए. तो what is my fx? Fx is now fz is equal to e raised to z. Okay. क्योंकि मैंने जो e का पावर है उस सबको मैंने z रखा है. तो this is, and what is my dx? Dx is equal to dz upon 2ax plus b. Okay, so now what will be my f dash x? It will be nothing but derivative of d by dz of f dash of fx fz is equal to what? E raised to z का derivative कितना है? E raised to z. Okay, derivative of the e raised to z is e raised to z. Okay, so what is my formula saying? D by, let me put the formula. D by dx of fx is equal to d by dz of fx of fz into dz upon dx. Dz upon dx. Okay, so what is that? Dz upon dx is this value 2ax. Okay, so I already have this. So what will be my f dash x? It will be what is this portion? D fz upon dx, that is nothing but e raised to z. So this is e raised to z. Okay, and what about dz upon dx? Dz upon dx is 2ax plus b. Okay, so this. Now resubstitute for z. What is the z we have taken? This is the z. So what is the derivative? What is f dash x? This is equal to e raised to z. So this is equal to e raised to ax square plus bx plus c, and what is it? And into 2ax plus b. आप इसको यहां से भी ले सकते हैं. ओके, ये मैंने आपको क्यों सिखाया? क्योंकि आपको इंटीग्रेशन में इसका यूज होगा. ठीक है, इसीलिए मैं इसको दोनों तरह से आपको लिख के दिखाती हूँ कि कैसे वो दिखता है. तो क्योंकि इंटीग्रेशन में भी हम लोग ये चेन रूल यूज करेंगे ना, तब लगेगा. Okay. थैंक यू शिवा। शिवा सेइंग कि मेरे साथ सारे डाउट्स क्लियर हो जाते हैं, तो बहुत अच्छी बात है, बहुत अच्छा लगता है सुन के। ठीक है, आपको ये ध्यान रखना है कि आप जो है, जब आप अटकते हैं किसी चीज में, तो ये सोचिए कि इस मैथ्स में पूरा लॉजिक है ना। मेरे मन में आया तो मैंने ऐसे किया, आपके मन में आया तो ऐसे किया, ऐसा तो होता नहीं है ना, मैथ्स में एक सिस्टम है। तो आप समझने की कोशिश कीजिए, ऐसा मत सोचिए कि ये मुझसे होगा नहीं, क्योंकि ये सबसे होता है कि हम एक बार से एकदम से अटक जाते हैं किसी प्रॉब्लम में। तो हम अगर उसका लॉजिक समझेंगे तो अगले सम में भी वही लॉजिक हम यूज कर सकेंगे, या उसमें थोड़ा सा वेरिएशन होगा, थोड़ा सा बदलाव होगा, तो भी हम आराम से कर पाएंगे। ठीक है। Okay, so the next one, now can you see that there is a division? Okay. Here also in the numerator I have x, denominator also I have x. So now this is a division sum. आप अपने नोट्स में भी लिख लीजिए ताकि आपको याद रह जाएगा। यस नैन्सी, वन्या, शशिकांत, यस। सो नाउ दिस इज माय फर्स्ट फंक्शन and this is my second function. Okay, so first function is equal to x square plus 1. What will be the derivative of the first function? That is, x square derivative is 2x. What is the derivative of 1 plus 0? So answer is 2x. Second function is equal to x square minus 1. What is the second function derivative? It is 2x minus 0. Answer is 2x. So I have my first function, I have its derivative. I have my second function, I have its derivative. So d by dx x square plus 1 upon x square minus 1 is equal to denominator second function square, x square minus 1 square. Then second function into derivative of first function. Derivative of first function is 2x minus first function into derivative of second function is also 2x. X square plus 1 into derivative. Okay. Now let us expand this. This is equal to 2x cube minus 2x. Now this will be 2x cube with a minus sign. So this will be minus 2x cube, and 2x plus 1 is 2x with a minus sign. It will be minus 2x upon x square minus 1 whole square. So this 2x cube and this 2x cube get cancelled. So answer is minus 4x upon x square minus 1 whole square. Okay. आप ये अप्रिशिएट कीजिए कि ये जो a और b है दोनों सिमिलर है, लेकिन यहाँ पे माइनस साइन है, यहाँ पे नहीं है, तो इस वजह से a हमारा करेक्ट आंसर आएगा। ओके, तो आपको ये ध्यान रखना है कि उसकी वजह से मेरा a करेक्ट आंसर आ रहा है। यस, वेरी नाइस अनुज, 5A. So I'm just trying to revise maxima and minima, where marginal cost is dc upon dq and average cost is cost upon the quantity. To determine whether a minima exists for the cost function, we can use the second derivative test. So second derivative says that find the second derivative. Okay, calculate the second derivative of the cost function denoted by c dash q, and evaluate the second derivatives at critical points. Okay, substitute the critical points arrived at in the first derivative. जो हमने फर्स्ट डेरिवेटिव निकालने के बाद जो x की वैल्यू निकाली है या q की वैल्यू बोले वो निकाली है, तो वो मार्जिनल कॉस्ट की जो वैल्यू हमने क्वांटिटी निकाली है वो हम डालते हैं c डबल डैश q में। अगर वो सेकेंड डिफरेंशियल ग्रेटर देन 0 होता है, देन वहां पे एक लोकल मिनिमा होता है, ज्यादा होगा तो लोकल मैक्सिमा हो गया, अगर 0 हो गया तो इट इज इनकंक्लूसिव। This is again a theory question. सुरेश मैथ्स हार्ड नहीं है, आप बिल्कुल चिंता ना करें। आप क्या कीजिए, रोज 2-3 बार ना एक ये वाले वीडियोस देखिए। एक बार आपको ना वो आवाज, वो वर्ड्स सुनने की आदत हो जाएगी ना, बिल्कुल घबराएंगे नहीं। मैं जानती हूँ, मैंने इतने बच्चों को ट्रेन किया है कि उनका डर निकल गया। उसके बाद लोग ने मतलब ना एमबीए कर लिया फाइनेंस में और ये सब। तो आप बिल्कुल चिंता ना करें, ठीक है। Okay, so what we are doing here is, if I have something like this, what will happen? What will be the marginal cost? Marginal cost will be dc upon dq. अगर cost function दिया है और हमें marginal cost निकालना है, तो this will be 3q square, so this will be 6q minus 24. If I find the marginal cost डिफरेंशियल, इट विल बी 6, क्योंकि 6 और q का डेरिवेटिव 1 होगा, 24 का 0 होगा। ओके, तो ये मेरी आ गई वैल्यू। उसके बाद जब मैं इसको, ओके, अगर मैं डबल डिफरेंशिएशन करती हूँ तो उसका 0 आता है। आई थिंक क्यूब लेना चाहिए था मुझे। हम्म, ठीक है, ये मैं चेंज कर दूंगी सम, आपको अगली बार ले लूंगी। हम्म, वो शायद क्यूब लिखना रह गया है कहीं पे। Then there is a concept called as parametric equations. Okay, just let me take some example directly. Okay, sometimes what happens that the function is not in y and x only, it is in terms of another function. Okay, so this is on 8a6. Okay, parametric equations. Okay, suppose what happens is x is equal to a t cube and y is equal to a upon t cube. Okay, so what happens here is, how do I obtain dy by dx? In this case, my dy by dx will be equal to dy by dt into dt by dx. Okay, dy by dt into dt by dx. So the first thing I do is find out dy by dt. So dy by dt is equal to a into d by dt of 1 upon t cube. Okay, d by dt of 1 upon t cube. So what will this be? This is equal to a, and 1 upon t cube I can write it as d by dt of t raised to minus 3. Okay, you know a raised to minus m is equal to 1 upon a raised to m. So similarly we are using. So what is this function? What will be the formula? X raised to n is equal to n into x raised to n minus 1. So d by dx of x raised to n is n x raised to n minus 1. So this is minus 3. This is equal to minus 3a t raised to minus 3 minus 1. It becomes minus 4. Okay. So I have this. Then I want to find dx by dt. Dx by dt is equal to a, t cube is nothing but 3t square. I have my dx by dt, I have my dy by dt. But here what do I need? I need dt by dx. So dt by dx will be what? This is equal to 1 upon 3a t square. Okay. So dt by dx will be 1 upon 3a t square. So dy by dx, which is equal to dy by dt into dt by dx. How much is dy by dt? This much. This is equal to minus 3a upon t raised to 4. How much is dt by dx? dt by dx is this upon 1 upon 3a t square. This 3 will cancel with this 3. This a will cancel with this a. This is equal to minus 1 upon t raised to 6. Okay. So this is called as the parametric equation. Yes, Anuj, very good. Okay. So don't worry about it, that you will be able to do this. Okay. Then the last thing I want to do is logarithmic differentiation. So what happens in log differentiation? Suppose I have y is equal to x raised to x. Okay. Suppose I have y is equal to x raised to x. So what happens when I have this? This is not x raised to a constant or constant raised to x. ये दोनों जो है दोनों वेरिएबल्स चेंज हो रहे हैं, तो उस समय क्या होता है, we take logs on both sides. So what will I have? Log y is equal to log of x raised to x. Okay. So log of a raised to x is equal to x log a. Okay. This I know. So applying this, I get x into log x. X log x. So finding derivative or differentiation, I have d by dx of log y is equal to d by dx of x log x. Here you can see it is multiplication of two functions. I will use the this formula for the multiplication of two functions. Okay, so the derivative of y log y is 1 upon y. So this is 1 upon y dy by dx. And what is this? First function into derivative of second function. Derivative of log x is 1 upon x plus second function into derivative of first function, that is 1. Derivative of x is 1. Okay. So how much this will be? 1 upon y dy by dx. Okay, I'll just put this here in red. Dy by dx of log y. Okay, it's not log x, it is log y. It is 1 upon y dy by dx. अलग से भी लिख देती हूँ. d by dx of log y कितना होता है? 1 upon y dy by dx. ठीक है. So this is equal to x gets cancelled. This is 1 plus log x. Okay. Now I take this 1 upon y to this side. So it will be dy by dx because I want to find out dy by dx. This is equal to y into 1 plus log x. मुझे y और x दोनों नहीं चाहिए, मुझे सिर्फ x में चाहिए सारा इक्वेशन. So this is y dash is equal to y is how much? What is y? Y is equal to x raised to x. ये जो है ना y is equal to x raised to x. So this will be x raised to x 1 plus log x. Okay. I hope everybody is understood. Yes, Shiva, that answer is correct. Okay. So when I find out y dash, it is the first order differential. Y double dash, it is called as second order differential. If I find out y triple dash, it is third order, and so on. So you can have as many as you want. Okay. What is the geometric interpretation of derivative? It is the slope of the equation or the curve. Okay. Now, just one more thing remaining. Like for example, you have y is equal to a e mx plus b e minus mx. And then when you have to find, then they're saying prove that d square y is equal to dx square is equal to m square y. So what happens here is you don't have proof that, okay? What they may ask you to do is find the second differential. So let us find out the first differential. First differential, a e raised to mx is a into m e raised to mx, okay, plus b, here this is minus m, so it will be minus m e raised to minus mx, okay. So what is y dash? This is equal to a m e raised to mx minus b m e raised to minus mx, okay. Now let me try to find the second derivative. Second derivative will be y dash. I'm now trying to find, because what I'm being asked is d square y, okay. ये 2 आ गया ना, मतलब सेकंड डिफरेंशियल निकालना है. मैं जानबूझ के दोनों सिंबल्स यूज कर रही हूँ ताकि आपको आसानी से पता लगे. सो y डबल डैश विल बी व्हाट, a m तो है जैसा है, e रेज टू mx का फिर से क्या हो जाएगा, m e रेज टू mx, ओके, माइनस b m e रेज टू माइनस mx क्या क्या हो जाएगा, माइनस m e रेज टू माइनस mx. So what do I have? A m square e raised to mx minus into minus plus, minus into minus plus b m square e raised to minus mx. कॉमन क्या निकाल सकते हैं? मैं m square कॉमन निकालूंगी. So I will write it over. Taking m square common out, I will get what? This is equal to m square a e raised to mx plus b e raised to minus mx. Now what is a m e raised to mx plus b m? Okay, this is nothing but y. Okay, this is nothing but y. So what do I have? Y dash is equal to m square into y. Okay, y dash is equal to m square a raised to e raised to mx plus b. So this. So what? How can I write down? This is d square y upon dx square is equal to m square y. आ गया ना, वही आंसर आ गया. ठीक है. So they may not ask you to prove that, but they may ask you is equal to what. So you are going to tick mark m square y. Okay. Yes, Anuj hence proved. Yes. Thank you all for your patient hearing. Have a great evening ahead. I hope you enjoyed the session as well as I enjoyed it. Yes. Shiva, abhi class khatam ho gaya. Okay. Chirag.